Good evening, Virgin Gorda and the people of the 9th Electoral District. And of course, all the persons who came from Tortola with us to show that our man Bertie has support. It is so good to be here with all of you this evening. And I thank you all so very much for taking the time to come out to support the National Democratic Party. We are here tonight as an NDP family to show our unwavering support for our man, for your man, the best man for District 9, Dr. Hubert O'Neill. You have in Dr. O'Neill a silent fighter. He's not one for fanfare and Facebooking, but quietly, sometimes in my opinion, too quietly, works behind the scenes to ensure that the 9th District of Virgin Gorda and Anegada is not left out and not overlooked. I ask you on February 22nd and 25th to return Dr. O'Neill to the House of Assembly as your representative, and he will have a team that is better and stronger to work along with him and to support him. I want to say to you tonight, the good people of Virgin Gorda, even though I know that you know, you all have a very special place in my heart. This community has embraced me. You've been kind to me. You've prayed for me. You've held me up. And I want to let you know that just like how I was here for you over the last 8 years, I will continue to be here for you, the people of Virgin Gorda. I took my responsibility to you very seriously, and I made myself fully accessible to the people. Over the last 8 years, I maintained my regular office hours, and then outside of that, made regular visits to see the people who I had not seen in a long time. If I can go out on a limb, I would say that I've been the most accessible minister and a large representative outside of your district rep for the last decade. I can say that. I ask you to sit down quietly and compare and contrast the persons who are seeking leadership and how accessible they all were to you. I submit to you that if they were not accessible to you before, they will not become accessible to you if they become the premier. A leopard doesn't change its spots. And you know who and what you have in me and this NDP team. When we met as candidates for the new NDP, we spoke extensively about what would be required of our organization if we were to properly represent the people of the Virgin Islands. We all agreed on 8 covenants which were essential. 1, build a strong and vibrant economy, an inclusive approach to politics, respect for democracy, good governance, visionary government, patriotism, unity, and balanced development. 8 in biblical numerology means resurrection and regeneration, and you have resurrection and regeneration in this new NDP that is here before you tonight. Some were prepared to read the eulogy of the NDP before the campaign started. And now, according to Sandy, the pressure high. Our group met and we spoke extensively about an inclusive way to politics and what that would mean. Representation was at the heart, and I asked each member of our team to take representation of the people seriously. Every minister and every at-large representative must visit each sister island at least twice per month once we get elected. It has to happen. Now, we sat as a team and we worked on these 8 principles because we wanted to ensure that every single person who became a member of this team understood the awesomeness of the responsibility to you, the people. We want to take a different approach because in politics, what happens now, and you see it some of the other parties as well, you go around districts picking somebody who you think could win. And you end up with a melting pot of people who have nothing in common and they can't work together because it's only about winning. They're not thinking about governing. And that's the difference with the National Democratic Party. We want to win. But we also want to ensure that we live up to every single thing that we say to you, the people, that we're going to do. That is what we want to do. Your NDP team believes that as a community, we are better, stronger together. For us, better means that if we improve internet access on Tortola, Virgin Gorda, Antigua, and Just Van Dyke, must also have better internet access. For us, stronger means when we say we have a plan to grow the economy and make the economy stronger, that the economy in your pockets, here in Virgin Gorda, and in your homes, that you feel the same way as well. For us, together means each and every one that called the Virgin Islands home should benefit and should not have to move to any particular island to feel as if you are part of the territory. With the NDP, the 9th district will be better, stronger together. The NDP, over the years, have done some magnificent work for you, the people of Virgin Gorda. Have we always done everything you wanted right? No. Have we always moved as quickly as you wanted? No. But when you look at the development of Virgin Gorda over the last 20 years, no one can deny that the most development took place on this island under the National Democratic Party. It's the truth. It is the gospel truth. And now, after so many years, as Bertie said, you will finally receive your own hospital that will be properly staffed and give you 24-hour service around the clock. There's a lot more that we want to do for you under this new NDP, and I ask you to give all of us a chance again to work hard for you. I've been speaking over the past weeks about the need to diversify the economy of the Virgin Islands. We have recognized that tourism is the lowest hanging fruit in diversifying the economy. You cannot speak about tourism without speaking of Virgin Gorda. Virgin Gorda is one of the crown jewels of the tourism business for the territory of the Virgin Islands. And that is why we will continue to improve the road infrastructure. We'll build more sidewalks so that our visitors can enjoy the beauty of our island more safely. And we're going to work closely, Bertie, to make sure, along with the cleaning up exercises that we'll do and the waste disposal issues, we're going to beautify the place to bring out the natural beauty of Virgin Gorda. Tourism and tourism-related businesses are the greatest employers on this island. I know that at this time it is difficult for many persons who lost their jobs because of the devastation caused to hotels by the hurricanes. But things are coming back and will come back stronger than ever. From my understanding, Little Lakes Bay is expected to be opened in the fall of this year. Bitter End Restaurant and Marina is expected to be opened by the end of this year. I also understand that Byers Creek Marina and Restaurant will be open in the fall of this year. And as you know, thanks to our good premier, the government approved the Blunder Bay development, which will soon see another world-class hotel being built here on Virgin Gorda. So I ask you, the people, to have faith and hold on. Hurricane Irma damaged all of us. It was an act of God, and we should not question his work. But I will say this to you, as your next leader of the Virgin Islands, I cannot allow what happened to you to happen again. I'm not referring to the hurricanes because we have no control over those things. But this is the second time in recent memory that on this island I have seen a huge number of hotel workers affected by unemployment. It is time, Bertie and Team NDP, for an unemployment benefits program to be put in place throughout the territory of the Virgin Islands. It is time. And it is more so important for the very delicate tourism industry. This unemployment benefit is intended to partially compensate workers for the loss of income when they become unemployed. The new NDP, once elected, with your help, when elected, with your help, will move swiftly to study the best way to implement such a program. It is needed, and it is needed now. In diversifying the economy through tourism, a significant amount of business opportunities will present itself to the people of the Virgin Islands and indeed the people of Virgin Gorda. This new NDP government has already committed to taking the National Business Bureau a few steps further by staffing it with professionals to give support to existing and new businesses, and will also make $10 million available in loans and grants to support budding businesses. Virgin Gorda is known for its beautiful beaches. You have Spring Bay and you have Savannah Bay, which are premier tourist attractions. We need to better integrate these two beaches into the tourism offerings on the island. The long-awaited bathroom facilities on these two beaches will be built before 2019 is out, and you can say that Myron said so because it will happen. The beaches also create opportunities for entrepreneurial activity. Some nicely designed kiosks that blend in well with the natural environment can be built for local business persons to provide services to our tourists and residents. This, of course, will provide an alternative to the heavily trafficked sites such as the baths. Speaking of the baths, it is high time that that fee to get into the baths is moved from $3 for something so magnificent here in the Virgin Islands. because we have to preserve that site for the next generations to come. I argued bitterly about increasing that price of $3 many years ago when I was the chairman of the tourist board. Send me as the premier and I will get it done for you, the people of Virgin Gorda. I've been speaking with a few young people on this island who are interested in vegetable and poultry farming, and we will help them get their business off the ground by providing land and financial assistance through the National Business Bureau. I've spoken to a number of persons that are already in the fishing industry and want to go further. I've spoken to young people who have brilliant ideas but no money. These are the types of people that the National Business Bureau will be positioned to assist. The new NDP wants to see our country grow, but we want our people to grow with the country, and we will work with you. As we build up the economic activity in Virgin Gorda, which we will work on post-haste, it will require adequate banking services. We have to get past this banking situation in Virgin Gorda. I say to you, under an NDP government, within 6 months, this banking situation will be sorted for you, the people of Virgin Gorda. I say that to you. There is a growing young person's population on Virgin Gorda who are interested in owning their own home. You heard your representative speak about it, and he's been working very, very hard for you, the people. I have conversations almost on a daily basis with young people from this very island who continue to ask, when will they get their opportunity, like my generation, to own a home? Land ownership is part of our identity as Virgin Islanders, and we must do all that we can to ensure that this is the same thing for this generation and the generations to come. As you heard from your district rep, letters were given out in 2015 advising persons, some in the North Sound area, that they were awarded a house lot, of course, subject to certain terms and conditions. In order for the persons to receive titles, the land must be surveyed and subdivided. I say to you tonight, Birdie, we're going to lock hands on this. This new NDP will get you those titles, and we'll work with Social Security or another lending institution to ensure that young people and families can afford to own their first homes here in Virgin Gorda. I am confident that the new NDP can achieve what I've mentioned and what Dr. O'Neill has mentioned, that our team plans to do for Virgin Gorda and Anegada. I'm confident because my record as Minister for Education and Culture, Youth Affairs and Sports, and an at-large representative shows that under my leadership, in my ministry, Virgin Gorda was properly taken care of. The record also shows that under the NDP government, Virgin Gorda was properly taken care of. The woodwork in education over the last 8 years will continue for students in the Virgin Islands and include Virgin Gorda. I got a text a while ago, because Bertie, seems to be a song going around that you ain't do nothing. A team a while ago said that Myron didn't do any work in education. And they said so right after they sing the territorial song. That makes sense? Now, just before the hurricane, as Bertie said earlier, we had an education loan that was approved with the intention of separating the primary and secondary school, Brigade of Flags. It is still our intention when you return us to the House of Assembly in a few weeks to continue this work and finally separate those two campuses. We, however, continue to work to rebuild the secondary section of the school. We were able to form a private-public partnership, as Bertie said, with Unite BVI and Flow. And as you can see, the work has started. We intend to have those students back at their new and improved campus by the first term of the next academic school year. Gandhi said, "A nation's greatness is measured by how it treats its weakest members." I want to see an upgraded Bertie Seniors home here in Virgin Gorda. I want to see a modern facility, well-staffed, where in their vulnerable stage, our seniors can be properly taken care of for the contributions they have made to the development of our country. We're going to work on that, Bertie. Our young people also deserve a safe environment where they can learn new skills and explore their talents. And our differently abled population across all islands should be given the resources to support their health and their learning. It was your NDP government that provided scholarships to differently abled students to support their education. And it is this NDP government that will provide quarterly allowances to parents with children with special needs. I know all too well the cost to take care of children with special needs. We know that a lot of persons are still displaced following Hurricanes Irma and Maria, and your NDP government has not forgotten you. Our government is in the process of revamping the housing program, thanks to Honorable Myron to give out more grants instead of loans to help people to get back on their feet. We know the struggles many persons in the communities are facing, and we want you to know that we are here for you, and we will stick by your side to ensure this community of Virgin Gorda receives the very best. Now, I ask you, the people, to pay close attention to this election, which unfortunately is becoming a web of lies and deceit by very desperate people who have their own interests at heart and not the interests of you, the people. Pay close attention. Don't let them put you out of bread and can't give you biscuit. Don't buy in to their fanciful promises and their sweet words. And I've noticed something. There are far too many of our people who are ill-informed. Listen to too much of melee and hearsay and won't go check things for themselves. Don't let that become you. Keep your head on, because they'll make you trade your good NDP government for them. This election is serious. It's very serious. And the desperation is setting in. They're sending all sorts of memes and things on your phone, saying all manner of things. I issued a warning to them, and I asked them to stop speaking about corruption because it hurts the country. But if they continue, if they decide to not heed my warning on corruption, we will have to have a public conversation on corruption. Because I can say to all and sundry, not a soul in Tatola and Igada, just Van Dyke, Virgin Gorda can call my name with any corruption. I don't play that. But the one talking corruption, I have your file. I came into the seat right behind you. But it's not a healthy conversation for the community. Particularly now that we're negotiating loans. But if you want to climb the cassia tree, call Myron, come back. Let us do our best to try to tell people how we're going to make life better for them. Let us keep it at that level. Let it be a clean contest of ideas, realistic ideas that people can believe in. And let us see how we can make the country a better place for all of us to live and work. You see, they resort to those things because when it comes to a campaign of ideas, a campaign that is believable, a campaign where people can do, the NDP edges every single one of them out. I say on election day to you, stick with who stick with you. Stick with Barty, me, and NDP. That's it. And send us back to the House of Assembly for another term to work for you because we have your best interests at heart. We want all of us to work together to make this country stronger. Now, I hear some people saying, and I've heard it, I'm only voting for Myron and I ain't voting for the rest. I've heard it. Stop it. I can't do a thing for you by myself. I need my team. I need the team. I need this good team. I need Henry. Quickie, stand up, Henry. I need Henry. You have heard Henry and his good ideas. Many good ideas that Henry can deliver on and help the team. You have heard Trevor speaking on tourism and other matters. We need Trevor. You have heard Sandy speaking on issues of human resources and so forth. We need Sandy. So I said to you, when you go out on election day, don't even look for the name, them Mark. Don't look for the Trevor. We look for the Trevor. We're looking for the symbol of the family. And you vote NDP all the way.